flick it, twist it, and hit it. And when you're done hitting her up, all you do is twist her back and click it. Woohoo! Today, ladies and gentlemen, we got another super duper portable kit to show you, and this is called the AURORA by Vaporesso. And let me tell you something, boys and girls, I am digging it a lot. Alrighty, so here's the packaging for this AURORA starter kit by Vaporesso. And of course, inside the packaging, you will receive your AURORA mod. A pretty sophisticated looking USB cable for charging that AURORA mod. Comes with an extra C-cell ceramic coil head. And last but not least, included is an AURORA kit user manual. So here's the AURORA mod that I've been playing with, and this is the gunmetal version, but they also have a black version. Let me show you. Here she is, the black version with lips on the side. It says Vaporesso down below, and then on the other side, it's got lips, more lips, and then it says AURORA starter kit. A few specs for you. She's primarily made of zinc alloy. She's 70.4 millimeter by 42.5 millimeter by 14.6 millimeter. I mean, she's a little bitty thing. A little bit bigger than the Zippo lighter. And this, yes, it looks like the Zippo lighter, but yeah, a little bit bigger. So on the face of this device, this gunmetal device, you got a skull with feathers, and it says Vaporesso down below, and then you've got this little light down here, and that is the charging light. So when you plug it up to the USB, here's the USB on the other side. Okay, you plug it in, and that light's gonna light up. And then on this side, you've got the tank. It's not built in. You can take it out. I'm gonna show you in a second. But on the back, it says AURORA starter kit, and you've got another skull with feathers. At the base, you got your ventilation holes and 2 star screws to keep this plate intact. And at the top of this device, you've got this seam, okay? And you got this hinge. And listen to this. God, I love that sound. It sounds just like a Zippo. So you pop that sucker open, and inside you're going to see your mouthpiece. It's got this little curvature mouthpiece that's made of plastic, and you could twist and turn it, and when you twist and turn it, it's attached to the tank. So you can take a hit off this device with the drip tip facing completely out or facing sideways, or turn it and face it the other side. Personally, I like to take a hit with it facing one side or the other because I don't want this cap flinging into my nose. But yeah, if you pop the cap open again, you take the drip tip, okay, I'm going to turn to the side just a little bit, and you can pull on it, and the whole tank comes out just like that. Magnetic at the base of the tank, magnetic at the base of the actual device, and here's the inside of the actual device, inside of the window. Here's the inside of the cap, everything else. Again, here is the tank section, and screwed into the base of the tank section is one of your C-cell coil heads. It comes with 2 C-cell coil heads, by the way, and these are ceramic coil heads. The wicking is ceramic, but this tank holds 1.2 mils of e-liquid, and that actually seems like not a lot, but it is. I mean, compared to how much wattage is pumping through the coils. You're going to get a max of 12 watts pumping through the coils, and that's when this thing is completely charged up, and as it dies off, it's going to get weaker and weaker and weaker. So 1.2 mils of e-liquid is actually quite a bit. Now here's the empty tank I pulled out of the black AURORA, and I just wanted to show you just the inside of the tank section, how to fill it up, and the coil head. So you unscrew the coil head from the tank section like so. And here she is. 4 feed slots, 2 on each side. You got threads down below, and you got your O-ring, and then you got this small little chimney slash shaft section, or chimney that leads to the shaft section, that's what I mean. Little bitty opening. This is definitely for your mouth lungers, and I'll tell you what, you could do your restrictive lung hits. It's a really restrictive lung hit, but to me, it's actually pretty comfortable. And here's the inside of the tank section. Now you got this tube, and that's your shaft section. The vapor travels up through that, but between the tube and the inside of the tank section, that is where you want to fill it up. And yes, I'm going to show you how to fill up this empty tank just to demonstrate it for you, but the juice that I'm going to be using on today is from the Merge line, and it's a juice called Transmission, and it is a 70 VG 30 PG juice, and it wicks perfect for this. I mean, perfect. You know, I thought that I would have to use like a 50-50 blend or a 60 VG 40 PG blend or even thinner, but no, 70 VG 30 PG works just fine for these coil heads. So yeah, this Transmission juice, what it is it's a strawberry lemonade with a touch of watermelon, and it's got this like zing on the end. It just keeps you coming back for more. Is it good or what? And the beauty of the Merge line is that no less than 20% of the profits made goes to vape advocacy indefinitely, forever. I'll post a link down in the description where you can check this stuff out if you want some. So all we're going to do is we're going to fill it up in between that tube and the inside of the tank section. And then what I do from there is just screw in the coil head. And what I love about this device is it's magnetic. So you pop the tank in like so. That's what I love about this, the convenience, the portability, how small. Well, you know what? We're going to go in all the pros in a second. Now, a few more specs for this device. It's got a 650 milliamp hour battery in here, and when I first got it, I was like, oh, that's not going to last long. But it actually lasts a good amount. Again, you're only pushing 12 watts. So when this thing is fully charged, you get 12 watts out of it. And as you vape on it, vape on it, and vape on it, it's going to just get weaker and weaker and weaker. And then when you don't feel the vapor, you don't feel the hit, you want to go charge it up. And you got this light right here. Like I said before, it lights up when you plug the USB in. And once it's fully fully charged, that light will go out. That's how you know it's fully charged and ready to go. Another cool feature about this AURORA kit, it's got an automatic activation switch. So no manual switch. You go to suck on it or pull on it and it automatically fires up. Alrighty, so once again, you got your tank section, which pops out. It's magnetic at the base of the device, at the base of the tank section. And I just love how it just sucks it in. And when you go to pull on it, let's say you were to pull on the drip tip, most of the time you're going to pull the tank out, and that's good. But some of the time when you go to pull it out, it's going to pull just the drip tip out. Now, if you run into this problem, all you got to do is just take your teeth, grab a hold of it, and it comes right out. And I've never had leaking one bit with this. Pops in there, put my drip tip. You know what? I love this too. This feature, it turns in, and then boom. Like a Zippo lighter. How can you not like that? This is going to attract a lot of vapors. Dude, I've been playing with this thing. Now, I'm going to state there are cons to it, which we're going to get into. But I'll tell you what, this thing has been a treat. A freaking treat to mess with. I love it. I freaking love it. And like I said, it's got an activation switch. You go to pull on it, you vape it. It's just easy. So that is a mouth to lung. Okay, now let me show you a lung hit. It doesn't chuck massive clouds, but it chucks good clouds for an activation switch device that's only pumping 12 watts through the coil. And it's a hellacious throat hit because I got 12 milligram juice in here. Now with this device and other cigarette type of devices that's got the activation switch, you're gonna wanna put more nicotine in there. I mean, if you're used to vaping 3 milligram in your freaking TFV12 or your TFV8 or your super sub-ohm tank or your sub-ohm tank, well then this is not gonna fly. Pro Tom, it's sleek, it's portable, it just feels good in the old hand. You could pop it in your front shirt pocket with these, your back pocket, your front pocket. You know what I like about this is it's got this cap on there, but it keeps it covered. Not many devices are covered. I think that's a big pro. The fact that it holds 1.2 mils of e-liquid, at first I was like, there's no way. No way, this is just not gonna last long. It does. This is 3/4 of the way full. I've been vaping on this thing for an hour and a half and I've been puffing on it for, I would say every 5-10 minutes. 3/4 of the way full. The juice is gonna last longer than the battery life. She feels of damn good quality. Zinc alloy, like I mentioned. You could pull the tank out, you could pop your favorite juice in there. That's great for a type of device like this. It's a cigarette type of device with that activation switch. And the 2 coil heads that come with this, the C-cell coil heads, vape phenomenal. I mean, the flavor I'm getting off of this with the transmission, it's just like any other sub-ohm tank. I mean, obviously you're not going to get the vapor off this like you would other sub-ohm tanks, but the freaking flavor is awesome. It's on point. Love the ceramic. Big fan of it. Love where the USB port is on the side and not on the base so you can stand up and charge it. Personally, I really like this drip tip, man. I like how you could swivel it out and pop it forward and pop it the other way, but I like to do it like this, swivel it like this. I mean, that's how I hit it. Now, if I pop it like this and I go to hit it, sometimes this section, the top cap, it flings forward and hits me in the nose. But if you want, you can hold that in place. And it's actually a comfortable lung hit, guys. I don't know. I may consider this a cigarette. It's different shape. It's not like that stick. It's not cigarette-esque, but it's definitely a cigarette type of device in my opinion, and I love the activation switch. Just love it. It's convenient. I can see a lot of people picking this thing up, popping their favorite juice in there, and going and going and going, with these coil heads especially. Oh yeah, this coil head is lasting me 3 days, guys, and it's still kicking. 3 days for a coil head, vaping it all day, every day, that's good. Especially with the juices that are out now that have a lot of sweetener in them. Now on the price point for this thing. 28 bucks. I'll post a link down in the description to where you can get it. The site that's selling it for 28 bucks, but for 28 bucks, it's a freaking steal. Now, yes, there are cons for this thing, and we're about to go over them right now. First of all, the bottom plate, it's got the 2 star screws, and it needs more star screws, or it needs more other type of screws. Vaporesso, I'm talking to you. This thing has got to be more secure because it's loose. Now, mine didn't come to me loose, but hear that? And that's because I've been playing with this thing, I've been doing tricks on it, and that's the only reason. But still, that's no excuse. You got to make this thing more secure. Now, the good thing is I went out and bought me a star tool, and I tightened them up. Like with this one over here. I was playing with this the other day, and it got loose on me, and I tightened them up. Not going anywhere. But Vaporesso, you did not include a star tool. It's got to be pointed out, okay? If you're going to be doing a lot of tricks on this thing, this bottom plate is going to get loose on you. And I can see a lot of vapors doing a lot of tricks on it. A lot of fidgeting, a lot of twirling, a lot of things with this thing. Next con, the tank section. It's made out of plastic. I think this should be glass. Vaporesso, make it glass. Do it now! And the fact that this thing does not come with an extra tank, that's another con to me, in my opinion. If you were to lose it or break it, you do not have another one to go to. The drip tip, even though I love this curvy drip tip, okay, you can't use your standard 510 drip tips or your favorite drip tips or your goon drip tips or these type of drip tips or that type of drip tips. You can only use this drip tip. That may be a con to you. Now on to the big question, the big answer of the day. I don't even need to answer it. Hell yeah, I'd buy it. I'd buy this thing in a heartbeat. I've been enjoying it for the last, what, god dang, month I've been using it? Hell yes. So if you liked the video and you found it entertaining and helpful, well then like the video down below. And if you want to see more of moi, subscribe for more. This is Rip Trippers, and remember, smoking is dead. Vaping is the future, and the future is now.